I left my country when I was 12 and I moved to UK, but also I always hungry about my hometown and Asian background. So I think as soon as we decide to move to Hong Kong, this is like my journey to go back to Asia. First reason, I married my wife. She's from Hong Kong, and so we used to live in London. Before I completely moved to Hong Kong, I just visited a few times to experience Hong Kong. And I love their cultural mixture of some Hong Kong style plus Western because of UK in history. I think only Hong Kong have this, they have fully understand Asian culture plus Western culture together. In London, it's more focus on Western culture only. I was doing GCSE, college and university in London about hospitality, and then I worked there as a chef. I started my career in London. People say UK doesn't have their own food, it's not good enough, so that's kind of advantages for all the overseas restaurant can settle and make their culture and make their flavor in London. Korean restaurant, Japanese restaurant, even Chinese restaurants have big, huge market in London. Because I'm Korean, so I used to work in a Korean restaurant first. And then I moved to Japanese and I fell in love with Japanese cuisines. I love sashimi, I love sushi. I think there's a few countries handling raw fish for their traditional dish. But I think one of the top is Japanese cuisine. Even in Korea, I have similar type of food with Japan. So when I was young, I also tried a lot of raw seafood, and these things make me comfortable with eating variety of raw fish. I've been in Tokyo and one of the omakase restaurant, and then they serve really traditional way to cook and way to handle the food. It inspired me a lot because they fully respect the ingredient of the food, and then they like to give fully experience to the guests how the Japanese food grow and how the Japanese food improve from long age. But my favorite topic is F&B because there's a people, there's food, and we spend good time and bad time always with the food. I think food make me happy and food make me sad and foods make me emotional. F&B in the world is also competitive. One day you can be a good, next day other people can be better than you. I love the concept when we decided to open the Honjokko. The concept of as a Japanese restaurant in Hong Kong is quite unique. I think before Hong Kong more focus on modern Japanese. I think Honjokko have unique character. We have Japanese food, but we also understanding Western culture. I also love my Korean spirits, so sometimes I'm using Korean gochujang for my dish to make some spiciness and a flavor. And then one of the menu we're using kimchi as well. I choose the technique of using Korean hotstone as my signature, using Japanese ingredients like ikura, salmon raw, and uni, and some black tobacco, and red sea bream we call madai in Japan. So combination of rice with these ingredients have really great texture and flavor at the end. And then hotstone itself is make the rice crunchy and crispy. So in front of the gas we pour the soy sauce and mix everything together. When I make this hotstone, I'm thinking I'm just one of my memory from Korea is using hotstone to make good rice. Next dish is yuju salmon. Yuju is one of the famous citrus in Japan. So I'm using that citrusy flavor to make some cream on the bottom. So maki roll also have sushi rice and some most fatty tuna. And then on the top we put Japanese uni and black tobacco and bit of gold. Most likely family and friends. I just want them to come over here to experience this food. Few of them already been in Hong Kong to try my restaurant. Hong Kong people more like independent I think in my country, Korea is more like community-based. So in the beginning, I need to spend some time to understand the people around me. I love to go somewhere like local people can go. My home in Saigon, so I always go Saigon town to have some seafood and to have some coffee. I always play football every morning before I come to work. I met different people from different countries and then we play together. After I score, I tell them I'm a chef, and then I always invite people to come to my restaurant to try my food because that's what I like.